Firstly, ignore why I'm in the bathroom. I'm filming this quite late, but I know I haven't been uploading much, but I have an excuse to upload now. If you read the title, sorry if I'm not staring at the camera, I'm trying my hardest to. If you've read the title, then you'll know that this is a Comic-Con update. So, there are a couple of things I want to go over. And if you're wondering about the main question, am I going to another one? The answer is yes. I've got two more. One of them is already booked, and the other one I need to get sorted. But anyways, before we get into the type of Comic-Con, I need to go over what's going to happen. So, I was looking back through my videos about my other Comic-Cons, and I've noticed that I've been poor on footage. Not only of just guests, but of the Comic-Con in general. The one where I met Sasha and Mandip, I looked back through that one, which was only a minute and a half. That could have been a YouTube short. But it wasn't. And that was because it was really poor on footage. There wasn't much there to get footage of. Things like meeting Colin and Sylvester and then Jodie, Matt and David, that is footage worthy. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the footage of them. So obviously I'm going to try and get more footage, but I've got 3 guests that I'm going to meet, 1 at one Comic-Con and 2 at the other. I'm not going to say them yet because I want it to be a surprise. One of them will not be exciting as the other. But there's a certain reason why I'm attending the one that's not exciting. It's a guest I've already met. I'm not going to say who it is yet. So my first Comic-Con, which is actually only about 3 weeks away, depending on when I upload this video, but by the first Comic-Con I've got coming up, it's only 1 guest and I've met them already, but there's a certain reason why, and I'm not going to say yet. And I'm not going to say who the guest is yet. As for my other one with the other 2 guests, that one is not until a couple of months later. Because obviously, we're in September now. What else did I want to say about it? Yeah. So one of the guests is someone I've already met, but I need to make up for a little mistake I did with one of the guests. The other guest, I'm dying. I'm really excited for. So my first Comic-Con will be a boring one. I'll try and get footage. I've got a little sneaky trick, but it won't be as good as the others. My second one, I don't know if it will blow up in views or get buried in rubbish or just be like a usual Zach Green Ninja video getting at least like 80 views and then stopping. That's what most of my Comic-Con videos are at. My first Comic-Con video is actually my most popular one, and my boring one, which was only a minute and a half, that's actually not even the most boring. I don't know why. My most boring one, well, not my most boring, but my least viewed one was my last one at MCM, meeting Dorco and Kellen and Kevin McNally and Marta. Yeah. So yeah, my last... Okay, so I'm sorry to have to say this, and I'm sweating a bit. Well, not sweating, my face feels a bit moist. This Comic-Con that's coming until a couple of months later, I'm unfortunately going to have to announce this will be my last Comic-Con that I'll ever do. Because, I'm on track of becoming an actor now. Next week, I start college, which is technically my acting school. So, you might see me at a Comic-Con. My community posts, which keep getting deleted for some reason, my old ones specifically. If you haven't noticed, my old community posts are gone because they are automatically deleted, and I'm annoyed at that. I am really, really annoyed about it. Because there's some photos on there which I won't see again, ever. I know. Anyways, aside from that, I made a community post about if you would like to see me at Comic Cons attending and signing autographs and stuff. Because I'm taking college now, that has the opportunity. If I get good roles, you might see me in the stand, you might get to meet me. The bad news is that there won't be much videos left. The next 2 Comic Cons I'm doing, they're my last ones. The last one should hopefully make up for it, because here's the thing, I was going to be going to Birmingham tomorrow to meet John Sim and Colin Baker, but then they cancelled it about a month ago. So I'm not going to the Birmingham one tomorrow because, in fact, no one's going because they cancelled it because of the actor strike. To make up for it, the other one, not the one I've got next, but the one I've got after, my very, very last one, has got a guest which I'm attending to meet because I need to make up for a little mistake I did, and the other one is super exciting, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of her. That's right, it's a she. I'm meeting a popular female actress, and I want you guys to guess who it is. You can go on RosterCon and have a look. You can take a guess. I'm sorry if I'm wiggling my fingers much. This brings me on to my next point. Getting footage of the guests. Now, you'll know I've got footage with Sylvester, Colin, Paul, Bonnie, Marta, Kellen, Dorco, Tomska, and Kevin. That's 9 videos. You may have noticed I'm a bit shaky and stubborn. If you guys didn't know already, I have autism spectrum disorder, or autistic spectrum disorder. Trouble in communicating, just like that. I just said that. So, whenever you watch a video of me with a guest or me meeting someone, I will be shaky and I will have trouble communicating with the guest because I have autism. That's the other thing. I can't look when with autism, you have when I say trouble in communicating, you can't speak properly, and you don't focus on the camera like I am now. Like when you try to talk something, you're usually like that all the time, which I'm sure you've noticed me being in some videos. I'm trying to look at the camera now. This brings me on to my video guest footage. I've got a plan to get all 3 of the guests I'm meeting to get a video with. I'm sort of borrowing the idea off of someone I know, and I'm pretty sure I've met this someone before. I don't know if they're watching this, they might not. But my boring Comic Con, which hopefully you'll watch, at least someone will watch it, that one I still need to pay for. My exciting one at the end, which is 2 guests, but one of them's really exciting, that one I've already paid for. Pardon me. It's at a place I've already been, so it could be Birmingham, it could be Olympia, it could be Excel, it could be Basingstoke, it could be any of them. So it is a returning Comic Con place, but it's a really exciting guest. They haven't had a Comic Con in the UK. They're a UK actress, but they haven't had a UK Comic Con in at least 10 years. And I'm not going to say what type of accent they are, because that will just give the clue away. But yes, the exciting guest, which I'm meeting for my very last Comic Con, is an actress. Not actor, actress, but I am meeting an actor as well. So that's the clue. My last Comic Con, I'm meeting a male actor to make up for a mistake, and a female actress who is super popular on TV and stuff. So yeah, I've got a sneaky idea. I will make sure to use this idea. There might, for my boring Comic Con, I've taken a Comic Con video with one guest before, but that was someone I hadn't met properly, which was the David Tennant one. The other one, this one, I've already met the guest, and it's only one, and it's going to be a bit boring. I will try and grab footage. I will definitely try the trick of getting them to get the videos. I'm not going to ask them. It's going to be a bit sneaky. But hopefully I shouldn't get in trouble with it. I think the reason why they don't allow footage is so that we don't waste any more time in the autograph line where we go, I'm here with whoever. So I think that's why. I think we're allowed to get footage but not waste time adding another minute into the waiting line. So I've got the idea. But when I do this, you'll hear me struggling with talking because I have autistic spectrum disorder. So if you probably would have noticed it by now if you've been watching my channel a long time. Because in my London one, in the one I met Jodie and David at the same time, I met another guest. It was Michael Ironside, and I got an autograph from my dad as a present. And the moment I spoke my first sentence to the guest, they instantly realised that I was autistic. But he was a lovely guy. His name was Michael Ironside, and he was very nice. He's American. He's goddamn American. I shouldn't have said that. That's... Ooh, sugar. I meant gosh darn, not... don't ever say goddamn. I know I just did now, but don't ever say it. Well, you can't, it's not a naughty word, but it's not a phrase you'd say. It's gosh darn, which is better. I don't know why I pointed that out, but never mind. But yeah, Michael Ironside was very good to me. So yeah, with... I don't know if I want to reveal my boring Comic-Con guest, because I've already met them. You can go back through and have a look. Just to be clear, all of my Comic-Cons so far have been in the UK, and they still will be, because I'm not going to travel to America just to meet one person and pay in American currency. If you guys didn't know already, I have never ever left the UK. And that's... When I realised I never left the UK, I was wondering why I was struggling with talking so much, and that's when I found out I have autistic spectrum disorder. That's why I can't speak proper British English. People like Arthur Darvill can speak it brilliantly. My voice also sounds a bit high-pitched, but I'm trying to get it a bit lower. I'm currently hanging my phone from the mirror, so I'm looking at myself in the mirror more. So yeah. So that's a Comic-Con update on the guests. I'll try and get footage of other people either cosplaying or any other things. If you didn't know, in my Birmingham, not my Birmingham one, no, in my last MCM one, there were lots of Daleks going around, which were very funny. It was very funny to see them. Do you know what was funny? When I was doing the FNAF security breach stage, when I was attending that, a Dalek just walked in the middle and just stayed there for about 10 seconds. A Doctor Who Dalek ruining a Five Nights at Freddy's stage. Two of my favourite things colliding. I thought that was quite funny and I liked it. But yeah. I might... with this super famous guest I'm meeting months later, I've bought their Diamond Pass. Which means I get a gift, a skip in line, an autograph and a photo, and their talk ticket. Which means I'll be able to sit in a row of chairs and the guest will be up, sitting down like this and stuff, and they'll just be like talking on the microphone. And yeah, there will be a person in the background when they're taking questions. They'll be passing the microphone to someone and I'll be able to ask them a question. I'll need to think about it. I'll need to think about a question to ask the guest. One that hasn't been answered and one that they have not been asked before. Because in my first ever Comic-Con, I met Colin Baker and I attended his live stage event. And I was sitting in the crowd and we had to put our hands up if we wanted to ask him a question. I just touched the light. I'm quite a tall boy, but I'm not actually. I'm 5'10". And there was a guy in the background who just sprinted. He was really quick. Okay, let me explain it. Colin was on the stage, and he's a bit hard of hearing now because he's 80. And he's noticed that I put my hand up, and he pointed to me, and the guy who was holding the microphone literally sprinted like Usain Bolt towards me and just passed it, and I was like, okay. And then I asked Colin a question. It will be like that, but hopefully not with a sprinting guy, and also it will be in a more private area with the actress that I'm going to be talking to. And hopefully I'll get footage of it secretly too, of the actress. Still not saying yet. So the two actors that I'm meeting, one this month and the other another month. I've met both of them already, and they both have a reason why I'm meeting them. And then the other one with the other guest, I'm meeting the popular actress, which you'll have to try and take a guess. That's all I can report on so far. I have to announce that these Comic-Cons can update. I look back through my 5 Doctors video, and I mentioned in the car that I would only be meeting Matt Smith if the Comic-Con didn't update. This was back in November Olympia. Jodie was added, but David and Matt Smith were already on the list, and then Jodie came along and I bought Jodie's thing. It's not Jodie. I'm not meeting Jodie again. Unless she wants to attend, but I don't think she will. What else was I going to say? So yeah, that will give you some time to try and guess who the actress is and who the two already met actors are. So, try and take a guess. I'm going to have to end the video right here. It's currently midnight from the time I'm recording this, which would technically mean if I was attending Birmingham, I'd be going today, but I'm not. And sorry for my weird hand movements like this. I can't just stand here just talking like that just straight away. You'd get bored. But yeah, try and take a guess. I'll try and get video footage, being sneaky. And I will struggle with communication because of autism. I've got autism. And yeah, those two, for now, will be my very last Comic-Cons. Not just of this year, but probably my life in general. But I will, when I become an actor, I will attend some to meet you guys. Because obviously you'll know me a bit more then. The 598 subscribers I've got, I did have 600, but the 598 subscribers that are still subscribed and watching, you, to me, from this point right now, from when I start acting school, anything before that point, you subscribers are legends. I will always remember all of you if you haven't kept your subscriptions private. Because there's a bunch of people out there. There's Andrew, there's William, there's Torin, there's Diamond Fox, there's Harry, there's Fraser, many people. I will always remember you as my OG. OG is not a fan. No, OG is not a phrase that actors use. It means old but goody. I'm gonna have to try and get into a proper habit if they want. Yeah, it's gonna be weird if they want me as an actor to be in a film, but they know me for being all modern and stuff. I'm gonna try and break out of that habit and just try and speak normally. But I will still try to keep videos entertaining. I'm not giving up YouTube. If I become an actor, I don't think I'll give up YouTube, but I think I won't post as often. But then again, I don't know how long college is going to be for me. It depends on how long I want to go. For the moment, I'm going to be spending a year in college, which means I'm going to need more time to finish my series, and I've got less time. But at least I've got something to do every bit of the day now. And hopefully, if all goes well, you might see me as the Doctor in Doctor Who, or you might see me as the Night Guard in one of the other Five Nights at Freddy's films. But the first thing you guys will always remember me in will be Zack's Nights with Freddy. That is my first ever acting role. Even though it's not official, it still technically counts for acting. It's not good acting, but it's the start. I am trying to improve acting on my Zack's Nights with Freddy series. I've got 2 episodes to go, and I might film the second one this year, depending on how things go, because my episodes are gonna have a bit of real life involved in all of them, and because we're reaching winter now, even though it's almost autumn, but when it gets to winter, that's when the environment will change, and everything's not going to go to plan with where I want to film or not. And I know you've been noticing my hair getting all fluffy recently. After my first Comic-Con, which I've got after my boring Comic-Con, which I've got with the guest I've met already, I will have my hair cut then. But for then, I've got 3 more weeks of fluffiness. So much fluff. Ah! Oh my good lord, I can have it so fluffy. Why am I doing this? And why am I doing it at midnight? Oh my lord. But yeah, if you're watching this, my dream acting roles are the Doctor from Doctor Who and anything involved with one of the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. I wouldn't care if I got extras or side characters and any other things. I wouldn't care as long as I got at least one of them. Either the Doctor Who role or a role in the FNAF movie 2 or 3. But this video is mainly based on the Comic-Cons I've got, so you know the updates. That's all I can think of for now. But just know that this next one won't be as exciting, but the one after I will try to make it as exciting as possible. I'm not saying I'm going to make the boring one seem boring. I'm going to try to make that one... With all my Comic-Con videos, I've tried to make them as exciting as I can, but sometimes there's just not enough there to make it exciting enough. But I will try. 2 actors I've already met, 1 actress, super popular, never met, take a guess. I'm going to have to end the video here. And I will speak to you in other videos later.